do your guys' reading for October. We're going to do work and money, and then love and relationships, and then an overall reading for the next 3 to 6 months. And then we'll do an oracle card from Stacey DeMarco's The Halloween Oracle. But for your tarot, I'm going to use Tarot Pagan Cats. So, if you guys like what you see, you can click like, subscribe, or share with your followers. Leave me a comment. And right now, if you go to the link in the description box below, you can leave a review on my Facebook page and get put in the running for a free reading, free 1 hour reading, where you can do mediumship, psychic, tarot, runes, whatever you like. Like that in my face. You have to bear it with me while I get this ready. So first 2 readings, work and money, and then love and relationships will both be 10-card Celtic spreads for the month ahead. And then the 3rd reading will be a 10-card Celtic spread general on the next 3 to 6 months. And like I said, this is for Scorpios. They're all in water signs. It's funny how there seems to be a lot of working and love relationships with people of water, like water witches, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpios, with fire signs, which is Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Almost always. I'm going to look up one card, get clarification on it. It looks like you guys have been wanting to start something new, either like a new way of dealing with your money, maybe a new job, maybe it is you want to get a raise, but it seems like you're getting stuck. And those working relationships, or those people, maybe even loans people, bills people, are keeping you stuck back. They're not in, you're not able to move the way you want to with your money. almost like you're stuck because of other people. Now, this is because you need to take a new approach. You're making moves, but unfortunately, you're not making the right ones, or at least not with the right people. You need to change your approach up. And I feel like this is because in the past, you had a situation that you needed to walk away from, or at least walk away from and kind of regroup before you came back to it, but you didn't do it for some reason. Almost like you're trying to keep things harmonious. And because of all of this that's going on, it's got you kind of feeling like you're not, I don't know how to explain it. Almost like you're getting walked on in a sense. Like you're not getting treated the way you deserve. That your emotions are getting put to the test because you can't keep things strong and stable the way you normally would. But judgment does come down, and judgment is usually where things are going to be right or wronged. So if you did bad, you'll get bad. If you did good, you'll get good. It's going to work out in your favor by the end of this month. But at first, like right now, how you're feeling like you're not doing the action that it takes, the right action to get where you need to go, you're kind of putting your energy into the wrong things. So if you decide, Scorpios that are dealing with money issues or work issues, whatever the case may be, um, you need to change your approach up. Because the people around you, you have the Queen of Wands. These are fire signs, generally, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarians, that are willing to help you and willing to go that extra mile with their energy to help you out where you need to go. So you just need to change your approach and not be so stuck in the ways that you've been doing things because it's not working for you. And that's your fears right now, is that it's going to be more of the same, needing to change when you know you need to, but not making those changes that you need to do. But if you make those changes by the end of the month, you're going to be the Knight of Chalices. That person that, this is that cup, that water sign, the Scorpio, that's going to move forward and actually take action in your regard. So even though it seems like at first things are messy and stuck and not going anywhere, just have hope, because if you change up your approach and kind of see things differently and try to really make things work, got something in my hair, then things will work out for you. They will. It just takes time, patience, that dreaded word everyone hates to hear in tarot. Patience. So next I'm going to do love for you guys, or love in relationships, so not always love. Can be family, friends, that kind of thing. Can be relationships, obviously, too. Or where your love is headed. If you don't have one, when you may. And this, again, will be for the next month ahead, for October. Sometimes I catch myself in the first two readings for work and money and love and relationships saying 3 to 6 months. But that's just because it's how I normally do my 10 card Celtics. I don't normally do them per month. I do them per time frame in general. So this is for the next month of October. Yet again, this is Scorpios. Love and relationships. And then I just want to get a clarification card. See, I find with water signs, males more so than females, no offense. You guys have big hearts. All of you do, water signs, but I find females are more willing to talk about their feelings and more willing to discuss and open up. Even if they're private, they have those close ones that they are willing to. Where I find the males are a little bit harder to accept and express their feelings. That or they accept and express them too much. But it's usually the opposite. They usually stay kind of hidden, right? Interesting. You guys could be feeling like everything's fine. Not always is. Just because you're not opening up in that sense. You're more action orientated instead of verbal. So that can sometimes work against you, even though you mean well. Because you do love hard. Now, I do have the Lover's card here, which could be like a good union, a good partnership, but it's also about eternal love. And this is also because you're not looking in the past. You're looking at things clearly for what they are, for change. So I feel like you're not letting your emotions get ahead of you in the sense of thinking too much. I feel like you're definitely looking forward to the future, but doing it in a manageable way, in an unemotional, thinking too fast, falling too hard kind of way. And I think this is because things have been stalled for you emotionally, Scorpios. Like, things, you haven't always had a good run of it. It seems like either you or the people you've dealt with have been really smug and not really been there to support you when you know they could have, and or maybe even should have and didn't. But you planted the seeds and now you're seeing the rewards. And it seems, sorry, there's reconnection there. The way I see justice reversed or upright when it comes to relationships. Relationships are with two people, whether it's a friendship, a family member, a friend, a boyfriend, girlfriend, doesn't matter. They're two separate people who are very different in lots of ways. No matter how much we are alike, we're very much our own person. So it's very wishy-washy with, the ebb and flow of things working. So I feel like right now, you're feeling very content and happy. And with the other areas of your life, you might be a little stressed. So you just want that time to rest and relax and enjoy yourself. But because it almost feels like you're not seeing things for what they are, because it seems like the person that you've started something new with is not feeling that it's progressing or that it's really anything new. They're not seeing the effort being put in towards you. That's either because they aren't interested, or, but I'd more or less say because they feel like they're not getting the required the verbiage they need to show. And this is causing things to possibly become a little unstable, right? And not be natural in coming. And it's really common with water signs, just because water signs tend to feel like they get walked over, so they hold themselves back. And then they get hurt in the process, and then they never really let anybody in. And then they wonder why people leave them in the end, and it's purely because of that. I mean, I'm not saying it's all on you by any means, but I feel like you guys have been hurt so much that this is your deepest fear, is that you'll be left and not be cared for. But I mean, you have the world sitting right here at your fingertips. This could be something that's really good for you. I have the Queen of Wands, which is someone who is confident and knows what they want. It could also mean a fire sign, which is an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Not always, but someone with that type of mentality that goes for what they want and is very open. But if they stop being open and quiet, it doesn't always mean things are happy. So just make sure that if you have any past issues with holding back, that you continue to move forward away from that and allow yourself in the next month to really open up to that person and let them know that you care about them. Don't hide from them. Your heart still falls for them regardless whether or not you open your mouth about it. So you may as well enjoy the love when it's there. So I'm definitely thinking that this is more of a love relationship type of situation, not a friendship or family. Or you may have the opportunity in the next month too. So make sure that you say, if someone looks nice, you look really nice today. Or, you know, if someone made you happy, say it. Go, you know, you make me really happy. It's not that hard. And it means a lot. It's the little things that matter in relationships. And words do say a lot. So does action. Action backs it up. But it's nice when you can say things too. You gotta be able to talk. Okay, so for your general, for the next 3 to 6 months, clarification one. Do not need all those cards. Feels like a lot of you have been really heartbroken. Even if it's not in your relationships, just in general, you've been walked over or made to feel that way a lot. Card. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. This is general for the next 3 to 6 months, but I definitely feel like this is going to be about relationships again. Feels like there's been a stall of something new starting, and it's made you feel like, almost like question who you are, like your strengths, and might have even given you a little bit of anger because of it. And this is because of action not being taken, and it feels like you're all about action, and water signs are, when it comes to the physical actions and deeds kind of thing. And in the past, it seems like you did have something that was really good for you, but maybe you got your heart broken. And because of that, now going forward, you are very, very careful with what steps you take, because you don't want to get hurt again, which is understandable. The Magician reversed is all about needing, like, you're doing the actions, but sometimes they're not always the correct actions. You need to change your course, because what you're doing isn't working. You got the Justice reversed again. So in the next 3 months, I see this still, it's going to stay wonky. Things are going to go back and forth and make you question things a lot. And you're putting in that hard work and really seeing that effort pay off. You're seeing the fruits of your labor, sort of, so to speak. You're working hard towards your goals, but it seems like the people around you are not taking the action that they need to make. And maybe they don't feel that you're taking the appropriate type of action you should, which would explain the Magician card reversed. They don't believe in resting and relaxing, and they're all about showing and proving how you feel. And you want to take that rest, that enjoyment, that relaxing, and really enjoying the moment. But good relationships still take work regardless. They still take work. So you're gonna have to do it. Bite the bullet. Start working on those things that you could better, whether it's being more vocal, whether it's just trying things differently, different ways of showing that you care. Because you want this temperance, which is that person that, can get through the hard times and really relax. And this is what you want. And you do have somebody that's here for you during hard times, someone who wants to support you. So really put that effort in the next 3 to 6 months, and you can have someone that has your back. This is someone who wants to be there for you, maybe doesn't feel like you want to be there for them. So really put in that effort to show. Now, the Stacey DeMarco Halloween Oracle card I pulled for you guys, Scorpios, is Hearth. Happiness in our hearts and homes. The heart of every home, the fire that unites, winter's warmth centers, stories, love, and delights. The ancient Romans believed that every home had a heart, and it was the hearth. Where the fire burned, the family gathered for sustenance and communication and protection. This concept was so important to the culture that there was this huge city hearth, the Vestal Temple, where the fire of the home of the goddess, Vesta, burned forever without ever going out. The sacred flame was protected by the soldiers with their very lives should there be an invasion. The place where the goddess Vesta was honored within every ordinary home was also the hearth, and it is where women prepared food and cooked. Some of the food was always offered back into the fire as an offering to Vesta for her blessing and protection. Often husbands were sent away on military duty for years on end, and their wives would be at home, not just expected to keep the home and often the business running, but to wait for their husbands faithfully until their return. They prayed to Vesta to ensure their family members' safe return and to keep the fires of loved ones stoked. The saying, "keep the home fires burning," was inspired by this practice. Should the hearth card appear in your divination, you are in literature, and then in the movies, invisibility. That doesn't make sense. That's the wrong one. Okay. You are being asked to look at your idea of what home and family is for you. Take the time to build up your love fire and have it burning brightly. Make your relationships a priority. If there is a conflict within your home and family, it is time to take concrete steps to address the issue for good. If you or a member of your family is away from home due to travel or work, know that protection is being given. So really put that effort in your relationships. And I see nothing but good things coming to you in the next 3 to 6 months for sure. It may feel a little rocky, but really make that effort to show in different ways how much you care and love for the people you're with. Make sure that your work is putting in an honest effort. And I can't see anything going wrong for you guys, Scorpios. It's going to be a great month ahead for you guys, all leading to even better things. So I hope you guys have a wonderful October, and I'll see you next month. Take care.